So sometimes, unfortunately, we feel unloved and even unlovable, and it's not a very good feeling, and so let's see if we can do something about that. So if you are willing to take full responsibility for your own well-being, I choose to feel loved, and I choose to love and accept myself. I choose to feel loved, and I choose to love and honor myself. I choose to feel loved. I choose to have the feeling that there is love here for me, and that I'm worthy of that. I choose to feel loved, and I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And lots of other people too. I choose to feel loved. I choose to feel loved. Sometimes I'm afraid that's not the case. And part of me says, there's a lot of evidence that I am not loved. There's a real lack of evidence that I am loved. And sometimes it's easier to see the evidence that I'm not loved. And that's painful. I choose to ease this pain. Releasing pain right now. Giving myself permission to be open to the possibility that maybe it's how I'm looking at things. It's also possible that I could see that there's evidence that I am loved. And maybe not by the people I want it from, but there is still love here for me. I could find evidence that the universe loves me, because I'm still breathing. If I'm still here tapping right now, it means I'm being provided with at least the bare necessities. I could consider that a sign that I'm loved. All these reasons why I can't look at it that way. Clearing all these reasons why I can't feel loved. All these examples I have of how people haven't loved me the way I wanted them to. All these people in my life who haven't treated me as though I was worthy of love. And part of me says that's proof that I'm not lovable. Why am I taking their word for it? If I were to go to an art gallery or a museum and see a work of art that I think is magnificent, if someone else was to come in who is either unwilling or unable to see the beauty of this piece, would I then decide it was less magnificent? Or would I pity the person who couldn't see the beauty? It's the same for the people who don't see it in me. It's sad that some people can't see how darn lovable I am. And I'm clearing any difficulty in saying this. I'm giving myself permission to see the evidence that I am loved, to see the evidence that I am lovable. The universe keeps giving me oxygen. The universe must think I'm lovable. And I'm clearing all my need to dismiss that idea. I'm giving myself permission to acknowledge all the evidence that I am loved and all the experiences that prove I'm lovable. I'm doing self-care right now. Why would I do that if I wasn't lovable? I'm loved by myself. Not that I want to settle just for that. But it's a start. I'm acknowledging that I must obviously find myself lovable. And I choose to continue with that because I'm worth it. And I'm clearing any doubts about that. Clearing any doubts that I'm worthy of love. Clearing these at a cellular level. Clearing them all the way back through my past. Back through all the times in my life where something happened and I thought it meant that I was unlovable. I thought it meant that I was not loved. And maybe it just means that person was unwilling or unable to love. Maybe because they were feeling unlovable. And maybe if I allow myself to feel more lovable, I can help others do the same. It's a win-win situation. And the more people feel loved and lovable, the less harm they do, and the more good they do. So I'm doing the world a favor by allowing myself to feel loved and lovable. There's plenty of evidence that I am loved. I'm giving myself permission to see that. And as I see that I am loved, I acknowledge that that's proof that I'm lovable. And I'm allowing myself to love myself even more. Because that's a gift to the world, and I'm a gift to the world. And I'm clearing any doubts about that. I'm acknowledging that I am loved and lovable. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. And I may not know you personally, but I feel I can say with absolute confidence that you are loved and you are lovable. Thanks for letting yourself know that.